This is the video I want to fucking watch. Why is building a 1 trillion? Why Saudi Arabia is building a $1 trillion, $1 trillion city in the desert? They're building a $1 trillion desert a city in the desert, nigga. What the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying?
I've been sleeping every night in the desert. Up here in the northwest corner of Saudi Arabia. It's quiet up here. All you can hear is the wind and the sand that it whips off these endless dunes.
This shit is crazy.
But not far from where I sleep, there's a new sound. For years I've been hearing about this trillion-dollar futuristic city that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is building atop this sand.
Nigga, who is gonna live there? Who's gonna live there? Nigga, are y'all gonna have like y'all power systems running in that bit? Cause y'all got land, nigga. How the hell you supposed to get there? Like, it's ugly and depressing. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, how the hell you supposed to?
They're calling it NEOM. And they're investing a huge amount of their vast oil wealth into making it come to life.
I'm gonna be honest, this shit look beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. But the other shit he was just showing before,
and they're investing a huge amount of their vast oil wealth into making it come to life.
Was weird.
I've been hearing about all the reasons it can't work. How this is all just a mirage of royal ambitions.
This shit looks crazy. This is what the fuck, like, this is something different. This is underground, gang. How the fuck you supposed to build this? Like,
and yet, even from space, you can see that they're building it. They're building something. Why would anyone try to build a futuristic city in a barren desert? That is a question I've had for a very long time, and one I intend to get to the bottom of. So I'm going into NEOM to see what it looks like, to get a sense of its scale. We're looking at this fleet of dump trucks. The amount of construction activity is insane, and it hasn't stopped as we've been driving along.
This shit's gonna take years.
The magnitude I've never seen
do
anything close.
Hundreds of years, possibly.
I'm joined by my friend Salam, who was born in a tent out here.
To do a big ass city.
He knows this desert better than anyone. Every dune, every valley, all the secret water spots hidden deep in red rock slot canyons. I asked Salam to bring me out into the desert, not only to get up close on the construction of NEOM, but also to show me how people live out here, to introduce me to
right next to the
members
walls
of his tribe, how they've survived for centuries. Nomadic Bedouin, who represent the origin story of this desert kingdom. I wanted to put a human face to this collision of worlds, old and new. I believe this little shape on the map represents the story of Saudi Arabia, where it came from, how it got here, and why it is attempting to build these.
So possibly they could be trying to make like a beautiful or a better future for their country or whatever. I don't know. That's possibly could be one. Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Cities in the sand. I'm officially in Neom, and let me tell you what I'm seeing so far. Trucks, trucks, trucks. Dump trucks, cargo trucks. Trucks carrying
All type of
excavators.
trucks. Just
trucks
trucks,
carrying
trucks,
more
trucks.
I've never seen so many trucks in my entire life. Oh, and these roads, a lot of them are brand new. A lot of them don't even show up on Google Maps. Like, I'm looking at my phone and I'm just sort of floating in no man's land because these are all
hell
brand new
no.
roads. This is new. Everything is popping up so quickly.
Oh hell no. He don't think.
There's so many trucks.
What a
All of a sudden, Solemn turned off
nigga, this shit don't even find out. What the fuck?
one of these pristinely new roads.
Why do you deflate the tires?
For the dune.
We're now gonna start driving just into the desert. Wow, this car can go everywhere. Are we going up this dune?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Jeez, this is insane.
God damn. Like, whoever edited this video is fire.
It's gorgeous. Okay, now we're really in the desert.
That sand seems satisfying though. No lie. That shit's beautiful.
We found a little canyon to camp in. And while I thought we'd be eating granola bars or canned soup, Solemn had other plans.
Nigga said you ain't eat.
meat before?
They eating camel meat.
لحم حاشي. Hashi is the young camel.
Ah, rice with camel meat.
The evening tradition here is to wind down with a cup of coffee. Saudi coffee is unroasted and green, infused with cardamom,
It's a different taste. I like it though.
but it's still very caffeinated. Oh, and then after the coffee comes,
Thank you.
which again is very delicious, but how can they drink so much coffee before bed?
Yeah, I can't drink too much because the caffeine I won't be able to sleep. In the morning I'll drink a lot of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks legit. It looks good. Like it actually is. Like it's coffee. Like it's good coffee. Unlike the U.S. That shit look good as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Like nigga, I'm hungry right now, and that shit looks good.
Wow.
Nigga, that shit looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like top 10 out of 10. Good eats, nigga.
Wow.
Good eats.
So until what age did you
Nigga made that shit in a goddamn canyon, bitch.
live in the desert?
In the desert.
Maybe until 7.
Till 7.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's so rare to find families real families living
Yeah.
in desert. The people that we are going to, they are real Bedouins. But when we moved to the city, I study. I go back.
Oh, you go back to the desert.
Yeah. Even for me, I like to have a job in the city, but I want the Bedouin life.
Yeah.
I want them to stay.
Soon we'll meet the Bedouin nomads who sleep under these stars every night.
Look at this night full of incredible stars.
They peaceful as hell. They chilling in the desert and they just living life. No cap. Peaceful as hell.
The Saudi desert is proving to be exceptionally peaceful,
Exactly.
despite the army of trucks that, by the way, are still working here in the dead of night. They don't ever stop, and haven't for years.
It is so silent here. My brain doesn't
Peaceful
know what
as
to
hell.
do about it. It's so silent and
You not used to the peace, nigga.
But as the sun rises and Solemn feeds me dates and green coffee, oh, and of course, more tea.
Nah, dates. They're like dates are like raisins. Okay, dates are like raisins, but it's not raisins. It's like something you eat. Okay, usually they eat them during Ramadan when they're done fasting. They usually eat dates to, like, you know what I'm saying, break their fast, and then they eat their food. The feet they eat, like, you know, real food and shit. But dates are like raisins. I really don't like they don't like raisins, so it's like I don't like that taste. But I don't know. I mean,
I'm thinking about my mission for today. My plan is to drive all throughout Neom, to all the big construction sites,
I would like
and
to try
show
that
you what
coffee,
they're
though.
planning on building out here with their initial budget of $500 billion, which has since ballooned to an estimated $1.5 trillion. And you're about to see why. So I made it to the coast, and I'm looking at the beautiful Red Sea, which is a very beautiful kind of blue, in fact.
This is Oxygen, the place where ideas can change the world.
Oxagon
That shit
is
look
planned
deep.
to
That
be
shit
their
look clean.
futuristic industrial city, half of it built on the water. It'll be a port
Wow.
where shipping can connect the world to a bunch of high-tech manufacturing, research, and logistics. And then there's Sindala, which is going to be right here on the Red Sea. It's going to be a luxury resort island with plenty of parking for yachts. We picked up a hitchhiker who has been working
not gonna
on
lie,
Sindala
that shit
for
look
years.
clean. That shit
How's it
look
looking
clean.
in
That shit look
Sindala?
beautiful. I'm not gonna lie.
Finished like 99%.
Really?
Yeah.
Sindala. And then there's Magna, which is actually the name of one of these coastal villages we've just been driving next to that is no longer a village. They've forcibly relocated thousands of people for this project. Atop the ruins
Wow.
of these villages,
So they moved
the kingdom
everybody
is
out of
building
Magna
12
and
luxury
now they're
coastal
creating
resorts
something
and
new.
communities.
So they're like pretty much futurizing their shit, everything. They pretty much making a better, more beautiful future for their land. You know what I'm saying? Futurizing it pretty much.
One quick clarification here.
Which, I
all
mean-
of those visuals are 3D renders. They are visualizations done by Neom to see what they want this to look like. This stuff doesn't exist yet, and I think that maybe is obvious, but it looks so real that I just want to just make crystal clear. I'm showing a lot of this stuff from the hypey promo visuals that have come out from Neom. So that's one thing. Also, check out some of this footage I got while I was on a dune. I was floating around on this dune. This is me shooting from the drone. But suddenly, on the other side of this massive dune, there are these green circles. When I was planning my trip to Saudi Arabia, I got really interested in these things, but that has nothing to do with Neom. So I hopped on the phone with my new colleague, Christoph, and asked him to go down the deep dive rabbit hole of why there's a bunch of green circles in
What the fuck? Hold up. Alright, we good.
in the Saudi desert, and he did so, and he made an entire video about what he learned. That video is live right now on our new channel.
mean, it don't look
Tunnel
bad
Vision.
to me.
I
It
think
look-
you're gonna like
it looks straight
And
to
before
me.
we get back to the story of Neom, and I show you the Bedouin and show you the rest of this video, which is a total monster of an edit, I need to tell
That
you
nigga editing hella. Nigga, how long did it take you to edit this video? Nigga, like at least 3 weeks. Probably longer than that.
today's sponsors. Sponsors are how I'm able to do this, how we're able to spend months and months and months constructing such a massive video. Today's sponsor is Rocket Money. Thank you, Rocket Money, for sponsoring today's video. A while
I
back,
know you're trying to get your money on, but
discovered that I often subscribed to a bunch of newspapers. I report on stories all around the world, and I often subscribe to newspapers in other countries to read their content while I'm reporting on that. And then when I move on, I see and you go and joined 5 inscriptions. I mean, there's a lot of people using rocket money, lock, all of it.
Pretty wild
Damn,
design.
nigga.
Saudi Arabia.
Built on some pretty wild designs, ideas, and concepts, including
A vast subterranean digital community inside a mountain. Magna, the coast of Neon.
Where's he getting these goddamn
right
movie voices from? What the
طول
fuck?
عمرك الله يسعدك دائما ان شاء الله.
And then there's Trojena, up here in the mountains. Yes, there are big mountains here. It's going to be a luxury tourist destination for adventure and wellness retreats, complete with an artificial lake and outdoor activities like mountain biking and skiing. Yes, I just said skiing. Up here in the mountains,
It look like it would be a nice ass arena in one of these damn cities.
it gets kind of cold in the winter
Like
and
a sports
snow
arena,
falls.
like a UFC arena,
Definitely
something
not enough
nice.
for skiing,
Shit would be clean.
but enough for them to make fake snow and make ski slopes.
They gonna make so much money off that shit.
They're building a man-made lake. In fact, they're doing it right now. I'm looking up at the mountain and seeing the plumes of smoke from the dynamite that they're using to do whatever they need to do to build an artificial lake. Oh, and by the way, that's the mountain where Moses talked to God and got the 10 Commandments like a few thousand years ago.
There is no freedom
That's
without
crazy.
the law. Who is
Same
on the
mountain.
Lord's side?
Welcome to Trojena, the mountains of Neon.
This is all so strange. And then, of course, the one you've maybe heard about.
The mirror walls, the line. I like the city, but the line is weird. Nigga, bro, what?
And yes, it's being built. I've been driving along it all morning.
They haven't even they still trying to sketch this shit. They still moving Earth and shit.
And I can't really fathom what I'm seeing. I continue to have my mind blown by the scale of this. They say the line is going to be a futuristic city that stretches 170 kilometers and run on renewable energy and artificial intelligence. They want 10 million people to come live here, like a whole New York City of people inside of this line in the desert.
Yeah, that's some weird shit.
Just the digging alone, the amount of earth that they're moving is jaw-dropping. The magnitude is like they're building mountains out there and moving so much earth. Now, I thought I had seen a lot of trucks before, but as I drove along the line, I started to get slightly dizzy, having a hard time processing the scale of all of this. All of these machines working non-stop, every hour of every day for years, moving sand, making mountains, and carving a straight line into the desert.
But who's gonna live there? What the fuck?
All of this seems
Who's even want to go
impossible.
down there, gang?
So much of the reporting on Neom has been focused on how implausible, expensive, and delusional this project is. And that's all well and good if that's what you want to focus on, but to me that's not that interesting. What I'm most interested in understanding is why.
Yes, why? The line, I understand the magna stuff, you know what I'm saying? But the line, why the line? Why make a line of an underground type of city? That don't make sense.
We found a little cave last night and camped here. Solemn invited some of his friends out.
Hey guys. How's it going? This is so cool, right?
We all sat around the fire, me listening while they laughed and joked in Arabic. And then began cooking yet another delicious meal. This time goat, cooked in goat milk with flatbread.
Wow. This is awesome.
That's a fucking feast. Yeah, I got Pepsis and Sprites. They good over here. Okay. You niggas got Pepsis and Sprites and shit.
Wow.
7 Up over there. You don't see that? Oh man.
No club.
Coca-Cola over there too.
I'm admittedly a little groggy after sleeping a few nights on the desert floor.
We're just sledding down a massive dune in a car, and it's as smooth.
You're just so used to the unnatural way of sleeping, bro. The original way you're supposed to sleep is on the floor. It's your body's way more comfortable when you're sleeping on the floor. When you're sleeping on the bed, your body is not getting enough. Your back is you're actually not supposed to sleep on a fucking bed. You're supposed to sleep on the floor. The way gravity works and your body works, you're supposed to sleep on a flat surface. This shit is off the ground, right? That doesn't make sense. But your body is so used to sleeping on the fucking bed that it's uncomfortable for you to sleep on the floor.
This butter. Where they're making trojena, it's gonna be kind of crazy to have skiing in Saudi
It's
Arabia.
like, bro, like you've been used to that since you were a baby, bro. Since you were a baby, you've been sleeping on a bed, bro. You've been sleeping on a fucking bed since you're a baby, so you're not gonna like sleeping on the floor. And you're not used to, your body is not used to sleeping on a fucking bed. I mean on the floor. So you're not gonna be comfortable with sleeping on the floor, bro. Like seriously. Exactly. It's like, and it's doing. They live like how humans used to live in the desert. With peace, my nigga. They go and hunt and they cook their food.
Right? Yeah.
That's like a hiking.
And explore.
Yeah. Really?
But with this, no, this is new.
Today, Salim is introducing me to members of his tribe.
Is this them? Hello.
It'll be the polar opposite of yesterday's tour through Neom's construction. He put on his traditional Saudi clothing so as not to surprise the members of his tribe that he has indeed become a modern city man. We arrive to a remote patch of desert where a few tents are set up. The elder of this family warmly invites me in.
Johnny. Hi.
To sit for coffee. And then, of course, more tea.
Wow.
And at this point, I'm just embracing the caffeine. They tell me that the only Westerners they've ever seen out here are the ones looking for oil, and that it's very strange to see me showing up to learn about their culture, and especially with a camera.
هو شغال تصوير.
صور كل شيء. عشان نصور نسجل عن هدوء.
لا ما عليك. بطلق عليك أنت ترى.
So how long have you lived here?
كل شهر.
This is 2 months here.
Months.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this
كنا
location.
جديد يعني مو مكان ثابت. يعني مناسب للحالات.
Yeah,
I got
see,
to meet their
they
animals,
explore, they look from,
extended
they move
members
on.
of this
You know?
nomadic family.
So this family's been here on this site, and they'll move again when the season tells them to. They basically are here grazing their camels and their goats. And God, they've got a beautiful view. Oh my God, those mountains.
So wait, he's the shepherd? You're the shepherd?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Do you ever get lost in the desert? No. He's a pro. He's a pro on that donkey. These people's lives depend on moving these animals through the desert in search for scarce food.
Yeah.
A theme I hear from a lot of people who live out here is the just sense of peace and simplicity that they get, that they realize that the city could never bring. What do you like about out here that makes you stay?
حب البداوة أنا أحب البداوة والنفاهة كويسة ما في مروحة كهرباء في من رب العالمين.
So when you go to the city, city no. This is a better life. Man. This
Nature is their lifestyle. They live in nature.
Yeah, that's good. Make it real then.
They're praying. They're doing.
As the group faces east to perform their fourth of 5 prayers they do each day, I'm looking west.
They're doing from I forgot to say.
Just over those mountains, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is digging a giant line in the sand. Working day and night to reshape this desert, building their high-tech eco-city. For most of its history, this was the way of life out here on this peninsula. And it may have remained such to this day, but eventually the Bedouin on this peninsula united, and unbeknownst to anyone, was sitting atop a sea of black gold.
Oil in commercial quantities averaging about 200,000 barrels a day. To handle this huge volume, the expanding program requires an increase.
That's crazy. That high tech, futuristic shit is gonna ruin the goddamn. The shits, man. Smell like fish sticks in this bitch.
Permanent personnel to a total of more than 15,000 Arabs.
Oil changed everything. The kingdom rapidly modernized.
The king sees the oil development as the greatest single means to modernize his country and improve the living standards of his people.
All while still maintaining a deep connection with Islamic law.
I mean, this is kind of
and the rules and norms of Bedouin life. And despite this rapid modernization, hundreds of thousands of people still maintain the nomadic lifestyle.
Yeah.
It is a link to their past.
That's how much respect they have for God and their people. They have a better civilization in the city, but these people don't care. They want to continue to live the life that their people lived and that God presented for them. That's why I love Saudi Arabia. It's very, very pure and natural.
Nice.
They are talking about something that they see it these days. The people traveling by
cycling.
Yeah.
The conversation goes into the night, and I knew I had to ask them about Neom.
Can you ask them what their thoughts are on all the building that's happening?
I have to be sensitive here, because I'm reminded where I am. Saudi Arabia isn't a place where citizens, nomads or not, can speak critically about their kingdom. I got nervous looks and vague answers. But one thing is for certain, The Saudi government has been paying and compensating anyone who has been affected by these projects. Out of respect, I decide not to push it. It's not worth it.
وانتم فيكم خير وبركه والله ما احنا جايين نجربكم ولا
We're sitting around a huge platter of camel meat and fragrant rice.
So where I'm from, there's no camels. No camels. I've never seen a camel until yesterday.
The elder generously showing his hospitality by finding the juiciest chunks of camel meat and fat and passing them to me.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I'm realizing that this moment is a glimpse into one of the oldest surviving cultures on Earth.
Thank you.
The family invites us to sleep near their tent.
Another night, another sky full of stars.
I'm really feeling it. Just
bro, just imagine you get to sleep in the fucking desert with peace and just look at the stars.
The change has come to this desert.
It's fire.
Where nomads whose movement and lifestyle hark back to the earliest civilizations and who are now living a stone's throw away from the construction of a futuristic city that is attempting to define the next chapter of human civilization. It feels like too much to process. I couldn't help but feel worried for this link to the past.
بدو
أها.
والله نقنا فلوس ما لحب
So oil transformed this desert, but soon a problem began to arise.
The oil demand goes up.
Slowly, the world has started coming to terms with the reality that burning oil to run our world is turning the planet into a place that's not conducive for human life. The International Energy Agency predicts that the world will hit peak oil demand in 2030, at which time demand will start to fall. Other predictions say it'll take longer, but everyone agrees that the future of this world is not oil. This is bad news for Saudi Arabia, a country that has nothing but oil.
Aramco, the state-owned oil company, second.
Oh, so maybe they're trying to, I don't know, build a new platform because of oil? I mean, I don't know. That's still... Nigga, it's 19 degrees outside. God damn. What the fuck? Nigga, it's cold as hell outside, boy. Alright. Start the video back up.
Profits there tumbling by more than a third from last year's record highs.
Oil transformed this desert kingdom into a modern, powerful country. And in order for them to retain that status, they're going to need to use the money from that oil to transform themselves again. Enter Neom. Saudi Arabia wants to replace its oil economy with new economies, new.
So yeah, okay, that's what it is. So they feel like, oh, so it's like okay, I see what they're doing. It's the oil, because they feel like oil demand is not gonna be at peak. It's gonna go down in the future, and that's why they're making a better futuristic city that doesn't have oil.
Industries, some of which they want to invent. This kingdom that has been historically closed is now open, welcoming tourists for the first time.
Welcome to Arabia. Get your visa now.
Let's go to Sindel.
The song was alright. I like the beginning of it. The video was weird though. It was confusing. But we are reacting to why Saudi Arabia is building a $1 trillion city in the desert.
Are here.
Hoping to attract the world. This is something neighboring Dubai has done successfully.
The spirit of Dubai.
But Saudi Arabia plans to do it on a whole new level.
I'll tell you one thing. The water here is beautiful.
It is.
On that note, I was surprised at how welcome I felt here. Every person I met greeted me with kindness, an eagerness to show me their culture.
No, their culture is very, very, like, it's pure. I love it. Like, this shit is cool. Like, it's amazing.
But it's not just about tourism. NEOM is manufacturing, sustainability technology, sports, education, media,
Okay, I was right.
and even an attempt to
Nice ass
reinvent
arena.
cities themselves. They also want to use all this oil money to stay on top of global energy. All of this hot sun is great for solar energy. And while driving around, I saw endless fields of wind turbines. And they can use this to make new forms of hydrogen energy that they can ship around the world. And the reason why all these promo videos look like a Hollywood movie is because they can't do this without investors from the outside world.
مشروع ذا لاين هو ثورة حضارية للإنسان تضع الإنسان أولاً.
They need people to come live here.
So my husband got offered a job for NEOM in Saudi Arabia and we decided to make the move.
They need them to play here, raise children here, somehow have a life here. And most crucially, to invest in these projects.
And what are we calling it? The line. The line. The line.
The line.
So not unlike a startup, NEOM is pitching the world on this impossible sounding vision with the hopes that people will buy it, invest in it.
The idea is new. It's very weird to see because you've never seen anybody make a line into a city, and it's very weird. But the idea of it kind of makes sense in a way. And they're pretty much using nature, like the sun, to build this city in a way. I get what they're doing,
and make some version of it a reality.
So do you feel excited about now? Like,
yes.
Yeah? Why?
I wouldn't do this business without NEOM. Before NEOM.
Wow.
Everyone wanna check on internet what is NEOM. Then they need a tour guide. They have more than 30 tour guides working with me.
Wow.
So it's a big business now, and it's all because of NEOM.
So while Salim is seeing the benefits of this project, the effects for others in this region are less certain. We're driving by some of the towns that have been demolished. The people forced to move to make way for the construction of NEOM. They were given money to rebuild their lives somewhere else. But some refused to leave, signing a petition to protest this forced eviction. One even posted to social media voicing his outrage. A risky move in a place where freedom of speech isn't really a thing.
Yeah.
Soon he was locked in a shootout with security forces that left him dead.
This is when Saudi officials reportedly handed over the body of Abdul Rahim Al Huwaiti to his tribe. His family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like this is their. I see what they're doing, but this is like getting rid of their old culture, their original culture of what they do, and they're kind of like trying to get rid of it, thinking about the future, and what they think is better for them during this time period. So at the same time, it's like 50-50. It's like I see what they're trying. I see that they're trying to make their land better for them, but at the same time, it's like, bro, that the way that y'all originally they live is good. Honestly, to me, I feel like, but I don't know.
Is the official narrative that Abdul Rahim was a terrorist.
At least 47 other villagers were detained on terror-related charges, and 5 of them are now on death row. The scale and riskiness of these projects speaks to the scale of Saudi Arabia's challenge. They need something to keep them afloat after oil goes away, so they're betting the family farm on a few massive projects. Many will likely fail, but even if a few of these work out as planned, it could be their next oil. Lifting this kingdom into the future. That's the calculus here.
Damn.
But what's clear is that this kingdom isn't stopping anytime soon.
That was a good video. Not gonna lie, that was a very good video. Amazing video. You know, it's like I do love and respect, and I do love the original culture of Saudi Arabia, but at the same time, it is what it is. They have to adapt to a new way, in a little bit, you know, with the new shit they're trying to build. Yeah, I guess, man. I guess it's best for the future for them.